What's up? I'm back with another financial astrology update for AMC that we do each and every week, where we go over the stars and try to make predictions on what's next for AMC. You guys know I'm especially excited for this week because we're officially in the next phase of the moon, a waxing moon, when the moon is growing, and we know that's when AMC wants to make its biggest moves. And if you guys didn't see part 1 of this video where I'm breaking down the moon phase, you better watch that, because you guys will know I'm very, very excited for this next 2 weeks coming into the full moon. So go ahead and check that out if you haven't yet. And if you're new here and like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You're watching the Market Moon Lord, where we merge the matrix with the motherfucking stars. I'm your host, Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon of Neptune, here to help you navigate through the illusions of life. Shout out to the motherfucking Moon Lords. I'm on vacation right now. I don't have my normal setup. I'm on my laptop, but you guys know I wasn't going to miss this week for you guys. We've been consistent. We're now about to break that consistency. All right, so keep up with me on this program that I'm doing right now. It's gonna look a little bit different than usual, but you know the DD is the same. So go ahead and hit that like. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, and if you haven't got on our Discord and you're a Moonlord, oh my gosh, you are missing out. The Discord is called Market Moonlord, and all sorts of DD that's going down there outside of what I'm doing, and definitely outside the matrix. But we also are inside the matrix. This is where we merge the matrix with the stars. Okay, so we merge technical analysis, fundamental analysis, along with financial astrology, other psychic type of readings. And man, you just got to get on Discord if you're not already. So without further ado, let's jump into this week for AMC and see what we see. Let's go. Okay, so we're officially in the waxing full moon. Check that video out if you haven't. But this is awesome because the moon is making one of my favorite aspects, and that's when it is trining Mercury, AMC's Mercury. And we have it trine -1 degrees, so it's going to hit exactly on Monday. So that's very, very bullish energy right off the bat. Just to give you guys some statistics on this position, when we were here on June 15th, we went plus 4%. When we we're here in March or in May, around the May 14th, or no, around May 18th, we went to that $14 level, and that was right before the big move that we had on that eclipse, where we, skyrocketed to like $70, right? And then on April 24th, we went plus 4% or plus 6%, followed by 4 days of green that equals positive 15%. On March 24th, we went we were negative 15, but that was followed by the very next day plus 21%. When we're here on February 24th, we went plus 18%. And then when we're here in January 28th, we fell 56%, but that was the day before that. We actually, that was the first time we squoze, right? And then the following day, we went back up. I'm super blurry. Sorry about that. So, clearly when the moon is here, is super volatile, and most of the time it's actually green. Okay. And that being said, I do think Monday is going to be green because we just kicked off. Monday will be the first day that we're officially in that waxing moon. So based on the moon phases, based on the financial astrology, this is looking very, very, very bullish. Another thing I want to point out, though, is we got a lot of Saturn activity going on, okay? And it's kind of scary, okay? We got a square to the moon, we have a square to Mars, and we have a square to Venus. That's a lot of squares, guys. And Saturn, you guys know, is not our friend most of the time. Luckily, it does have a trine to the sun, and the sun is in a very, very favorable position because it is in Cancer, which is AMC's moon sign and AMC's exalted Jupiter. And the sun is conjunct AMC's exalted Jupiter. Sorry, it's conjunct the exalted Jupiter, -2%. So it's tricky because that looks really good, but then Saturn looks like it's getting beat up bad. Okay. And then we have Mars also participating in that, but Mars is also trining Mercury. Okay, so I'm gonna say overall I do like it, even though we have Mars activity, even though we have Saturn activity, we have so much Mercury activity. I can't ignore that. Okay, Mercury is more powerful than Saturn for AMC. So look at what's happening with Mercury. We got trine to the moon, it's trine to Mars. and it's also trine to Venus. Okay, we know Venus has a lot to do with mergers, a lot to do with the artist, a lot to do with communication, and it rules money in astrology. Mercury rules contracts, putting things together, making things happen. And you know, Mars is the warrior, also trying to make things happen, also trying to make things. People take action on the situation. Mercury rules communication, Mars rules action taking. We have the sun getting hit with all this activity as well. So I'm definitely expecting catalyst type news this week based upon all this Mercury activity. And look at the transiting Mercury. Transiting Mercury is making a nice trine to Neptune. And we know Neptune, it has been totally involved in this total situation, but Neptune usually is getting squared, but right now it's in very, very nice aspects with Jupiter conjunction right here, and then also a Mercury trine. And then this Neptune is making a 0-degree trine to the midheaven, and that same square to Mercury is still happening. We're still dealing with deception, but it looks like we're finding out that deception, okay? Because this Neptune is, the AMC's Neptune is getting a positive aspect to Mercury. We're finding things out this week, okay? And it's still got the square to this Mercury over here, but that's been there. Still deception, okay? So we have to be careful of deception, guys. If we don't pop hard on Monday, to me, it's complete deception because we just entered that waxing moon. The moon is making that trine to Mercury. And to me, this is very, very extremely bullish energy. I do expect news this week. I do expect Adam to be speaking to us this week. Some CEO activity, some management activity could be happening. Some artist activity could be happening. I do see big numbers with the movie theaters this week and the following week after that based upon what we see. So yes, Monday to me does look awesome. Let's jump into Tuesday. Okay, so as you guys can see, we have Tuesday pulled up, 9:30 a.m., July 13th. And the only thing that really changed is this Venus-Mars made an exact conjunction. And then the moon went into Virgo. Now, the AMC's moon in Virgo isn't really a mover, but I can say there's been times where we've done good with the moon in Virgo. But most of the time, the moon in Virgo doesn't give us any special results. But what's happening here, which is interesting, is now is exactly or 1 degree off from being exactly opposite Jupiter right here. And it's transiting Jupiter. It's just not showing me that, but it is opposite because it's opposite Neptune, and Jupiter's right on top of Neptune right here. So right off the bat, we have some expansion energy with the moon across from Jupiter just in general, okay? And then it's also opposite to Neptune, okay? So to me, the oppositions are opportunities. They can be obstacles, but they're also opportunities, okay? And then we have this exact Venus, Mars, and Leo conjunction. So this is warlike energy, okay? I think the lighting is really bad here. That's why it keeps going blurry. I'm gonna have to put that on manual focus. But anyway, it's a volatile situation when we're dealing with the moon opposition to Jupiter right off the bat, and especially with this Venus-Mars activity. This could be like warlike activity, guys. So I do expect some warfare still this week. I wouldn't be surprised if we're pop on Monday just to fall a little bit on Tuesday, just based upon the fact that the moon just switched positions and we still have the Saturn activity. Now, Mercury is no longer getting trined by the moon, but Mercury is still getting hit by that Venus-Mars conjunction. To me, that's pretty bullish. Moon opposite Jupiter is pretty bullish. Mercury is 2 degrees Cancer and is starting to make a trine to AMC's North Node, which is like destiny-like energy. So I do expect when Mercury hits 6 degrees here, maybe we're going to get some serious catalyst news incoming very soon. That could happen this week or next week, but that's a pretty interesting aspect. But on Tuesday, I do expect volatility. I'm kind of neutral on which way it's going to go because of the Saturn activity. But if I had to pick, I see more expansion energy on this day because Jupiter is heavily involved in the situation on both sides of the table here, okay? So let's jump into Wednesday. Okay, so now I have Wednesday put up, and man, I'm telling you, it's starting to look like one of those roller coaster type weeks, okay? It looks like an exciting week. Remember, the moon is waxing, so that makes me more optimistic when I see all this crazy activity. We got a lot of red lines, but we also got a lot of blue lines, and we got a lot of Mercury energy, which I like. But what changed the most about Tuesday to Wednesday is now the moon is making a very, very sexy sextile to Jupiter. We know Jupiter rules expansion, and then the sun is also on top of Jupiter, also trying to expand things. And we got Jupiter over here with Neptune. So there's a lot of Jupiter expansion activity, but we still got the Saturn activity. And now Mars is now making a cut to Mercury, okay? So, I mean, yeah, there's going to be news. There's going to be a lot of talk. There could be a lot of FUD talk as well. I would not be surprised if we get a lot of FUD talk. But remember the deception, guys. Mercury is trying, Neptune is trying to take care of the deception. Maybe the talk is maybe we're getting things revealed to us. I would not be surprised, especially since Mercury is now 4 degrees in Cancer, almost making that exact square or exact trine to the North Node, which is a destiny point. And that North Node is also in Scorpio, which deals with secrets. And we also know Saturn is in Scorpio, also deals with secrets, okay? So things are going to be revealed to us this week that we didn't know about ever. Okay, or we're gonna get a lot of clarity this week. I can almost guarantee that. So I am happy about the clarity. There's been a lot of like almost like gray areas lately with AMC. Like, is it going to squeeze? Is it not going to squeeze? Are we in a favorable position? Are we going to be able to beat the hedge funds? Well, I think this week we're going to get a lot of information towards those things. There's definitely some warfare activity going on, but the moon is looking in really nice shape. I mean, the moon over here isn't really getting aspected, but Mercury is pulling up on it, and this moon is making a very nice sextile to Jupiter, expanding the situation. But there is warfare. There is a lot of communication happening with that. And I think since Mars is in Libra, that has a lot to do with justice, because Libra rules things being fair, things being balanced. So maybe things are getting balanced out, but it's going to take some intensity, a lot of warfare like activity. I mean, look at Venus. Venus isn't happy squaring Saturn over here, okay? But Venus is definitely trying to get the information out to us. Venus is definitely trying to make sure we shine. Venus is in Leo, and that's about like the lion like roaring, the lion getting things done. It's conjunct Mars. This is like, yeah, I'm down for the fight, okay? And this could be from both sides of the table, okay? Deception is still in the air, but I'm going to have to say I do like Wednesday because of the moon, what the moon is doing, making that sextile to Jupiter, and the sun is right there in the same exact way. So Wednesday does look exciting. And this looks like a roller coaster type week, okay? So I could see a big pop Monday, followed by a really bad dip on Tuesday, and that could continue on Wednesday. But there's a little bit of a shift on Wednesday where there's almost like a shift of energy with what's happening with Venus and Mars. But Wednesday is tough. Wednesday is tough to say. There's too much Saturn stuff going on. But I do like it. I do like Wednesday. We are in a waxy moon. So if I had to guess, Wednesday, that's tough. Let's see what we see on Thursday, and hopefully that helps us figure out what's going to happen on Wednesday, because Wednesday can go either way. And I really want to tell you guys which way I think it's going to go. Which way do I think it's going to go on Wednesday? This is a tough Wednesday. I do like the sun hitting at midheaven. Square Venus. This is tough, guys. This is tough. I think this week's going to be a roller coaster. Let's see what we see on Thursday. Oh, okay. Thursday is starting to look a lot better than Wednesday. Thursday, we get the moon in 29th degree of Virgo. We know when the moon is in that 29th degree, it's very powerful because it's going to enter that 0 degree, which is also very powerful. So Thursday is going to be a very powerful day for AMC. And look what it's doing. It's making a trine to Venus. That's a very good trine, and a trine to the ascendant over here. So right off the bat, we get some really nice moon activity, some powerful moon activity in the 29th degree. Let's see if some of that energy left. Venus is no longer squaring Saturn on Monday, and now it's only making the trine to Mercury. I'm not worried about it squaring the midheaven. So Venus got a little bit of less activity. It still has the Mars square, with Saturn and Mars, but Venus let go of the square and started making a positive trine to Mercury. So I'm thinking Wednesday or Thursday is going to be really good. I'm definitely thinking Thursday is going to be really good. And Mercury is now officially 1 degree away from hitting that North Node, some destiny type of energy. Friday is going to be exciting because it's going to be exact right there on the trine to the North Node that's right here. So definitely expect news Thursday or Friday. Lots of talk on AMC this week, period. That's going to be facts for sure, for sure. Feeling what I'm seeing on Wednesday. Ooh, yeah, Mars is going to make that 0 degree trine to Mercury. I feel like this week's going to be just full of news. But I do like what I see on Friday. I do like what I see on Thursday. Let's jump into Friday. Okay, so Friday, the moon's making a square to Pluto. Okay, we know Pluto is just sudden changes, transformations. And Pluto kind of represents cutting like energy, endings and beginnings. Okay, we know what they like to do on Fridays, guys. So we definitely expect some warfare. But look what's happening. Saturn is no longer getting touched on Friday. I like that. That's almost like a very huge blanket or pressure getting released, and that can definitely give us the pass to go way up, in my personal opinion. This Saturn's no longer getting aspected. No Saturn activity. I'm not worried about the Mars square, the midheaven. Mars is looking pretty good. Still making a 0 degree to Mercury. Ooh, okay. So we got a lot of Mars-Mercury activity. Mars-Mercury. So news both ways, guys. Good news and bad news on Friday. But Mercury is officially making that exact trine from probably in pre-market. It's going to make that exact trine to the North Node right here. So I'm actually very, very, very happy about that. And it's starting to conjunct the moon of AMC. And now it's making a square to Mars and a square to Uranus. So Uranus Mercury activity is volatility. Okay. And since there's no Saturn activity, volatility to the upside, if you ask me. And this is a Friday on top of that. So we're looking really good for a Friday. Better than usual for a Friday. Okay, so the last 2 months when the moon was here, it was over the weekend. And then before that, when it was there, we went plus 13%. And before that, it was there, we went -5. And then before that, we went +3. So it's a volatile place, but I do think overall it's a good place for the moon to be. But it is a Friday, so I also want us to keep that in mind. But at the same time, we don't have any Saturn activity. So if there was a Friday that we're going to do good, this could be a Friday because we are in a waxing. The moon is in a place it wants to be. There's a crap ton of Mercury activity all week, and it's got the trine to Mars. And this Mercury is now trining AMC's North Node, and it's making the square to Uranus. And to me, that's just volatility. And Uranus is like a spark of new energy, new ideas. And Aries is a very initiating, new energy, new branding, new activity, and anything where it comes to innovation, futuristic stuff. And Mercury is making that transformational trine to the North Node. So this is like some destiny energy pulling up on AMC right now. So Friday is going to be a very interesting day. If it wasn't a Friday, I would say we're going to go green because the lift of the Saturn energy and all the Mercury energy. I would say if it wasn't a Friday, it would be a green day. But since it's a Friday, we're going to have to say that it looks good. But if we go down, it won't hurt that bad on a Friday. If we do, I guarantee we're probably going to pop right back up on the following Monday. And that following week is the full moon week, which also lands on another Friday. Okay, but I am excited for that full moon that we have in 2 weeks. So you guys, let me know what you think about what I'm saying for these positions for this week. Are you guys feeling this energy? Are you guys feeling this new moon? Are you liking the fact that we're in waxing? Is any of you guys' DD matching up with what I'm saying? Do you guys see any catalyst news coming in for AMC. I wouldn't be surprised with some legal like type activity coming in too, because of all this Jupiter energy represents legal stuff, right? But all the Jupiter energy looks really positive, and all this North Node energy looks like some destiny-like activity, and all this Mercury energy looks like a lot of news. Now, all the Saturn and Mars activity still looks like warfare. We're still in the war. Don't expect anyone to give up. I definitely don't see like margin calls this week. I probably more doubling down. But I do see catalyst news that could change everything, that could shift everything. And if we do get those, like that type of activity, catalyst news, lots of different changes, lots of shifts of energy, if we hear anything about legal stuff, I do think that's going to set us up very nicely for the following full moon. That's not happening this week, but the week after. So you guys let me know what you think. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for watching this video. Sorry that the setup isn't the same as usual, but hopefully you guys are still getting the DD that I'm trying to get out to you guys. I wasn't going to take a vacation and not get this out to the Moon Lords. That would have been some serious BS. That's not the vibe, okay? I'm all about AMC, this number one thing in my mind, 24/7, but I'm not letting it cause anxiety. I'm just enjoying the ride, guys. I mean, the original Moon Lords have been here for so long. We're all winning. Even if you haven't been here that long, we're still winning the situation. It's a matter of waiting, holding, buying more, buying the dip. But trust me, we're in that waxing moon phase. So now we can get excited. If we get some nasty bleeding during this waxing phase of the moon the next 2 weeks, then that's going to be suspicious. Okay. But I don't think that's going to happen. I'm looking for nice uptrend moves into this next full moon. But go ahead and watch the other moon phase video that dropped before this one. And we're just going to leave it there on this one, guys. Let me know what you think. If you guys are new here, haven't subscribed, and did like this video, want to see more of this type of content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'm not just covering AMC. Financial astrology and the markets is mainly AMC, but I do want to start doing some other stuff for some other crypto stocks, stuff like that. But we are dropping other astrology videos, so go ahead, hit the subscribe button. If you made it this far in this video and haven't hit the like button, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you are a Moon Lord and want to join us at the Market Moon Lord Discord, where all sorts of DDs going down and just a support system, go ahead and check us out at the Market Moon Lord Discord. We would love to have you there. I'm Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon of Neptune, here to help you navigate through the illusions of life. You're watching the Market Moon Lord, where we merge the matrix with the motherfucking stars. I'm your host, Jason Alexander. Until next time, peace.